How's it going, everybody? We have a very fun video today, because today we're going to be going over the Secret Warriors. This is a war offense team with a very interesting team structure, because we have 4 rework characters and 1 new character. And what's really interesting about this team is they're going to be giving away tokens for the 4 rework characters, getting you up to level 95, I believe, gear tier 18 for free, which is really cool. And then Phantom Rider, the new character, is going to be a Battle Pass release similar to Ares, which means for the next 6 Battle Passes, it's going to feature Phantom Rider. If you buy all 6 Battle Passes, you're going to walk away with a 1 Diamond Phantom Rider. If you're free to play, you're going to walk away with a 4 Yellow, 4 Red Star Phantom Rider. If you buy a couple in between, you're going to land somewhere in between. And if you're feeling really spicy, you can buy the Premium Plus Pass, which does come with a premium cost, and you walk away with a 3 Diamond Phantom Rider. If you want my opinion on that, 1 diamond is good enough for what this team is going to be accomplishing on their own. So let's talk about the vibe of this team, because the vibe of this team I found was very interesting. The 4 rework characters have phenomenal opening abilities and phenomenal passives. Yo-yo, defense up on spawn, offense down to the enemies, safeguard turn 1, energy turn 2 if you make it there. Quake, she does immunity and safeguard on spawn, which is going to compound with the yo-yo defense up on spawn, giving you that sort of Infinity Watch style solidification, which I think is really cool. She also does slows on turn 1. Domino is going to be giving you 5% speed bar to your characters, as well as 15% to herself, and extra crit damage to Negasonic, only to the X-Force members. And her opening damage is going to surprise you for sure. And then Negasonic, she gets speed bar just for herself. She does barrier. She tries to get herself killed, which works really well with Phantom Rider. And her opening ability is going to strip enemies of their positive effects, allowing you to just kind of hit into, free damage, which can be really good. And Phantom Rider is going to be the heart and soul of this team. If you're doing any sort of super interesting team, your Phantom Rider needs to be big enough to really carry the load. If you're doing sort of B+ and down tier teams, not so much. You're going to see that when we get into the gameplay. But if we just look quickly at Phantom Rider abilities, his special does an AoE stun on a row of characters. So we've seen this before with Vision hitting a row of characters, putting blind. When Phantom Rider does his special, it's going to put stun on those characters, which is obviously a lot more powerful. Now, if you wonder what a row means, when you look at your characters on the field, there's 3 characters in the front row, 2 characters in the back row. That's what row means. His ultimate is going to be really powerful on a 3-turn cooldown, giving heal block and trauma, copying positive effects, flipping positive effects on the enemies, and clearing battlefield effects. It's also going to be flipping exhaust into offense up for Secret Warriors. It's unavoidable and is a permakill. His passive, he's going to gain revive once. It's important to note, on war offense, his passive revive chance cannot be prevented, which means Hitmonkey Mephisto passive's not really in play here. This does not mean he cannot permanently die. If he dies to an Apocalypse and Power Punch, a Helverine ultimate, what's another permakill? A Blade ultimate, he is staying dead. So keep that in mind, he can be permakilled, it's just he cannot have that passive revive chance reduced. I think most notably, he is stopping enemy speed bar, not on spawn. America Chavez still works against his team. Kohori still works against his team. He does gain 25% dodge chance and 3,000% focus. That's going to be really important for some of these matches. And when he dies, he clears negative effects from himself and his allies, gains a bunch of buffs, and he also has a devastating attack. So on turn, attack all enemies for 325% damage and clearing charge. He does this on every single one of his turns, and he gains speed bar. I believe he gets 100% speed bar whenever a secret. There's just so much in his passive, okay? Like, we're not really going to get into it enough to make it make sense without just rambling. So let's go over and let's do some gameplay. We'll start with some easy matches so we can actually look at his animations. That's a critique I get in a lot of these videos, and I want to fix that. And then we're going to get into some hard matches. So, Astral. Let's go ahead and let's hit up Astral. This should be very easy. This should be a good example of an enemy team where your Phantom Rider's existence is enough. It's just enough. This one does have a Black Cat on it, which is a common team to stop Undying, to stop Cabal, Kang Apocalypse. So, the new characters are really going to shine here. We see that the Yo-Yo did do a crazy amount of damage. We had a really good assist, but watch this Negasonic damage. She gets extra crit damage from Domino. She peeled off their safeguard and their defense up. This is great, and if Domino's going to go crazy, boom, we can even probably make a Domino a striker for this. It would probably feel a little bit better. And you can see just we've done crazy damage here already, right? All right, and there is the passive from Phantom Rider. It looked like it's a little pea shooter because it just kind of love tapped that Shadow King, but it hits really hard, and stripping off the charges is crazy. Alright, so let's see his ultimate in action here. A lot of people are wondering, does the horse actually make an appearance? Are we going to get some weird PNG image? Nope. That horse is real, and that horse looks super cool. It can fly out the front or fly out the back. I've seen 2 different options for it, and I'm pretty pumped. The animation department did not miss on this team. Let's put it that way. All right, let's go ahead. We'll do the Vigilante team, and then we're probably going to jump over to some more interesting teams there. We'll do the Infestation. We'll do the Insidious 6 team, and then we'll probably jump into a big boy team, a couple Mephistos, and an absolute A-Force. All right, let's speed this up, obviously. Now, this is not going to be a challenge, right? The only reason I'm doing this attack is because I want to try and get to the Phantom Rider special so we can see that animation in slow motion without me having to think about the other mechanics of the match. Alright, let's slow it down, because if we do any more attacks, we are going to get perma kills. Please, Daredevil, heal yourself. Nope. Well, let's see if there's a kill animation on his basic. And that's, so you see, the team did phenomenal without Phantom Rider even existing so far. He is bringing a lot of cool mechanics, but they're pretty okay without him. Let's just go do some of the other harder matches, and I will try and remember to slow down the animation so we can see them, because they are very, very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this Infestation. This is the new Infestation with Scorpion. This is interesting because we have the Infinity Watch Safeguard Defense Up immunity, right? But Big Time Spider-Man is still going to be stealing our buffs, or not our buffs, our energy. So we're not going to have our ultimates turn 1. So I'm curious to see if we're actually going to have the damage to get through this, because we are very glass cannon with this team. And so if we can't... Oh, whoa. Okay, well, that was pretty good damage from a Negasonic basic. The assists are kind of crazy. That's what I'm noticing here. The dodges are doing really good for us. It's kind of fortunate Ant-Man chose to target Phantom Rider there because he still had immunity. Alright. And here I could be... I guess I could be... Wow, that was good damage. I could be going for big time here because he cannot gain speed bar against my team when I have 3 secret warrior allies, which is pretty cool. Alright, there's now a bleed on the field, so we got to be a little bit more careful. We're about to get our buffs back, though. This does slow, right? Yeah, it does. Excellent. And that extra damage from Quake is just huge. And now we got our ultimates back. Cool, let's let it fly. Alright, so Infestation, you know what? Let me be honest here. I would not want to take this matchup into an overpowered discrepancy for sure. And if I had a smaller Phantom Rider, I don't think I love this match. Because I feel like his passive, when he takes a turn, has been instrumental in the damage he does. Yeah, it really does feel like the damage he does has been very key in this match. Alright, but we get through it. Alright, let's go find ourselves an Insidious 6. I do believe Gideon, shout out to Gideon, does have an Insidious 6 set. He does. So, what's going to happen here? We have all heroes. They get on-spawn speed bar. I want to make that very clear. So you're going to see Vulture's going to go first here. You can notice, hopefully I have it in slow motion right now. So Vulture, you'll see it in a second. Hopefully. They get off, it's up. 600% speed bar, and the rest of them got 100% from Vulture. So on-spawn speed bar still happens. Phantom Rider's passive does not stop that. So that's very important to remember when we're going against Super Skrulls and Kohoris. But we had dodges. Even if we didn't have dodges, we had immunity. And wow, Negasonic erased the big time. Don't think Insidious 6 is going to be a problem on defense when you see stuff like that happening. Okay, so we've done sort of 2 super easy teams that you could probably punch up really meaningful into. And then we just saw 2 sort of a little bit better teams, and that seems to work too. Let's tackle some big boys. Let's do that one last. I think that one's harder. Let's go over here. So this is a Mephisto. This does have an Ares on it. Okay, this is interesting. Because Ares is going to stop our on-spawn buffs. That's very interesting, right? So we will get covered with these Mephisto debuffs. But we still have our revive chance. No, Ares stole our revive chance. Oh, if we don't get our revive back up, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. There's the opening ultimate. Oh my god. Okay. Well, not great. I'll say that. That's not great. We did get a lot of speed bar, though, so I think I could get a pretty decent stun out there. I guess we'll start going for the Mephisto. We're going to stun that bottom row if we get the opportunity. So Battlefield effect is gone. Passive does steal buffs with Phantom Rider, so that's good. We got a stun here. We only stun one character? Oh, because we don't have as many members, so it's only stunning the primary target. Well, that's not great. And we didn't kill anybody, so... Yeah, I mean, that's why Endgame Thanos is there with Mephisto, and the Ares absolutely dumpsters it. So let's go over here, different Mephisto team. No Ares in this case. Let's see if this is going to be okay. We haven't played around with any substitutions yet, which I do think is going to be interesting for this team. I do think Domino still gets subbed out because we want those on-spawn buffs otherwise. I guess, unless there's not an Ares, unless there is an Ares, I suppose. Ouch! Wait, that's not good, because Gore is going to take that revive once off him right away here. Okay. There goes my revive. I gotta be really careful not to push the Thanos here. If I push the Thanos, then we lose these buffs, and I don't have revive yet. And Null almost killed my Phantom Rider. I'm not gonna hit that endgame Thanos. I need to get a kill to get my revive once back up before we do that. Wow! The Null passive almost made this team fall apart immediately. Let's be real here. If this was not a 7 red star Phantom Rider, and those were not 7 red star Domino Yo-Yos, we would have been super dead. Well then, we super died anyway. And although we got rid of the Mephisto, so this is a cleanup at this point, ooh, it's becoming a problem. We have slow on everybody. This team is already crazy slow. That Gore and that Null are super fast. They're about to get even faster when they summon in the Carnage, although they might not even make it that far. Well, they did. Oof. So they do have the tools to beat Mephisto, but they don't have the tools to handle the pieces that go around Mephisto. Very unfortunate. All right, so not the best showing there. Let's come here, and I mean, right away, I know this is going to fail. We'll do it, but then we're going to make a substitution. We'll see if we can make it a little bit better, but I know this is going to immediately burst into flames. Because Kahori's going to take a bunch of turns. Super Skrull is also going to take a turn. If Super Skrull rewinds Phantom Rider, it's just over. Also, Super Skrull did get the speeder from opening buffs, even though Ares stole it, and there's that. Odin is going to do his special, and he's going to get that battlefield effect up. We lost the revive to the Ares, so we can't really expect him to carry. Alright, let's go ahead and ult. We did get the taunt off her, but she just immediately reapplies it, because Miss Power Classic is probably the worst character they put out in the game in a very long time. There's the Skrull ultimate, and there goes Phantom Rider. And this is not good. Alright, this is a loss. Let's not entertain this anymore. I don't want to waste your time. Let's make a substitution, get rid of their speed bar on spawn, the enemy team, and see how we handle it from there. Alright, let's go Scarlet, Witch Zombie. Now, the question is, I want Yo-Yo. Quake can put a slow out. That seems pretty impactful. I guess not Domino, although Domino does give me offense up. Maybe it is Quake we sub out here, because Ares is stealing all our buffs anyway, right? If Ares is stealing all our buffs anyway, maybe Domino can stay. Maybe. You know what? No. We'll keep it like this. But in the face of... So, if there's not an Ares, I think Domino gets subbed out right away. If there is an Ares, there's definitely an argument to be made between Quake and Domino. Domino giving you offense up on spawn really will help you take enemies out fast. But I guess Ares... I mean, no, because Ares will just steal that anyway. So, yeah, he just steals the offense up anyway, so that whole argument is moot. Never mind, it's always Domino. Alright, so no turns were taken by the enemy, which means Odin does not have the battlefield effect up. He does have his charges, though. We just removed his charges. The 3,000% focus that we get here from his passive is seemingly... Where does he get it? Yeah, let's characterize Revive once. I guess we don't have Revive once. Okay. Again, Ares is a hard counter. So because we don't have that 3,000% focus on our Phantom Rider, we cannot get rid of the charges on the Space Marvel Classic. I'll do the ultimate, even though I need to save that for when Odin gets his battlefield effect up, because I do want to get offense up onto my Phantom Rider, because I did not want him to get ability blocked. That's super unfortunate that Super Skrull is still alive. So Phantom Rider is now not going to be able to stun, and he's not going to be able to clear the battlefield effect unless we get a kill, unless they kill here. Okay, well that's good. So why didn't Phantom Rider clear his debuffs? Hello? Abilities, passive. On Secret Warrior, ally death, flip disrupt on self, gain offensive for 2 turns. Oh no, he did. Okay, he did. It's on his death that he removes debuffs. Well, that's not great. Okay, I mean, that's cool passive and all, but you're not helping us right now, buddy. Okay, cool hits. We killed the Ares! Nope, he's gonna revive. Okay, let's get energy going. Okay. Decent hit. Terrifying ult. That is a permanent kill. That would have killed us. So we killed Ares, which means we get our revive once back. So can we now strip these charges off Miss Marvel Classic? No, because we were blinded. Oh my god. This is not good. Okay, we get stun here. And we're going to, for sure. Super Scroll is going to ult, though. I feel the need to stun. But if this character has 3 more super as applies stun to primary target and all adjacents. Sorry, all row. So this is not going to stun because our characters are dead. It stuns the primary, but it didn't stun the Kahori. It would have removed her stuff and stunned her. Except we had too many allies that were dead before he even reached his frickin' special, because it is a turn 2. That's super unfortunate. Okay, well, he's dead. Okay, well, come on now. Relax a bit. Okay. Mulligan? Do-over? Can we redo that? I feel like there was a moment there where I actually thought that it was gonna work. So here's my take. We're gonna do this one last time. Here's my take on this team. I don't like it. It seems like it is super, super RNG dependent on the meaningful teams. Does your Phantom Rider get ability blocked by the Super Skrull? Does the Mephisto get energy from that endgame Thanos? Very, very RNG dependent on the matches that are the most interesting. On the matches that are not interesting, like Astral, like Insidious 6, like, I don't know, like a Thunderbolts team, like a Phoenix Force team. I think this team is going to be phenomenal. And that's really cool. Like, it's cool that this team is going to be a B+ and down, maybe more aptly like a B- and down team killer. I think that's really cool, and that's going to be great for an alliance like mine. It's not going to be super interesting for the biggest spenders because they don't want to lean into any sort of RNG potentially causing a loss anyway. So I don't think this is going to interest them very much, which is fine. It's good for my alliance. So it's good for my alliance. Okay, but we are ability blocked, so we do not get to ult there for energy, unfortunately. Okay, we're kind of stuck here because she's going to retaunt, but we can do this now. My Phantom Rider... Okay, well, there's no battlefield effect up yet, so we still have time to get it up, which is good. We have a revive. Okay, I can stun. Oh, I can stun. Okay, this is fantastic. I can stun her. She doesn't have immunity. Or maybe she doesn't. It's a hidden effect. No, she didn't. See, that's good, but now we did give stun to Odin, so he's going to re-up his stuff. Can I give him a slow so he doesn't basic me too quickly? Oh, we were blinded. Uh-oh. She's blinded too. I guess she is a unavoidable. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, he died, so those debuffs are off. That's kind of cool, right? I don't know what to do here. Well, okay, we're going to get speed bar. Okay, we just got energy. That seems good. But this dodges. Come on, man. All right, let's go ahead, and we're going to ult over here. I think we've gotten a lot of speed bar. Wait, we're going to get an extra hit here? I'm kind of curious. We will get an extra hit there? That's so scummy. Oh, my gosh. Okay, what am I doing? Wait, I ulted. Why is the battlefield effect still there? Clear all battlefield effects on the enemy side. Oh, it's on the enemy side? This is on my side. Rip. Okay. We just lose, I guess. It went better than it did last time, I suppose. It's something, right? Wait, are we going to get through this just on sheer damage? Uh-oh, that's not great. Oh, it's a pretty strong bleed. Ouch. Ult again. Pretty decent. Striker attack pretty decent. Are we gonna win here or not? Stop teasing me with that. Okay, we did get the win. Eventually. I'd be interested to see if these Mephisto teams are winnable too. I'll probably keep playing around with it. But I gotta be honest with you guys. This, like I said, this is great B+ and down killing team. If you're not big into war, I do not see the value in this team. Outside of war, they lose way too much. I don't think they're going to be anything special in Sword Satellite or any of this. We're still getting ulted off rip. So we got the bad RNG, and as such, we are going to get owned here. Yeah, we're getting owned here. There's nothing I can do. As such, it's a subpar team. It's just a subpar team. Hey, that's okay. Save your resources for the next patch. Just enjoy the level 95 team they're going to give us, and we're already down. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Stay happy, healthy, and have fun. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.